Get comfortable with English in comfort. This is your English listening practice podcast to help you learn and improve naturally.
At a job interview.
Good morning, Emily. Thank you for coming in today. Let's start with an easy question. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Well, my name is Emily, and I recently graduated with a degree in business administration. During my studies, I interned at a marketing firm, where I assisted in creating social media campaigns and analyzing customer feedback. I really enjoyed working in a team environment and using data to find creative solutions. Outside of work, I'm passionate about learning new skills. Right now, I'm working on improving my public speaking.
That's great. It sounds like you've already had some valuable experience. Now, why are you interested in this job?
I'm really excited about this role because it combines two things I'm passionate about: marketing and problem solving. I've always admired your company's approach to innovative branding, especially the way you connect with younger audiences. I'd love the opportunity to contribute to that, and I believe my background in both creative thinking and data analysis would be a good fit for this position.
That's a strong start. Let's move on to your skills and experience. What would you say are your greatest strengths?
I'd say my biggest strength is my ability to adapt. For example, during my internship, a last-minute client request required us to overhaul a campaign just days before launch. I quickly learned new tools to update our designs and kept the team on track to meet the deadline. I'm also detail-oriented. I like making sure every piece of a project fits together perfectly.
That's impressive. And what about your weaknesses?
I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist, which can slow me down at times. I've been working on finding a balance between getting things just right and meeting deadlines. One thing that's helped is creating checklists to focus on what's most important.
Interesting. Now, can you give me an example of a time when you solved a challenging problem?
Absolutely. During my internship, we noticed that one of our campaigns wasn't performing well online. I took the initiative to dig into the analytics and discovered that the issue was with how the ads were targeted. I suggested adjustments to the demographics and keywords, and after implementing the changes, we saw engagement rates increase by 30%. It was a great learning experience and a reminder of the importance of analyzing data closely.
That's a great example, Emily. It sounds like you approach challenges with a problem-solving mindset. Let's talk a bit more about the role itself. This position involves working closely with different teams. How do you ensure effective collaboration?
Communication is key for me when working with a team. I make an effort to keep everyone on the same page by sharing updates regularly and asking for feedback early on. For example, during a group project at university, we had weekly check-ins to discuss progress and challenges. It kept us organized and made sure no one felt left behind. I also try to be approachable so team members feel comfortable coming to me with questions or concerns.
That's good to hear. Collaboration is definitely an important part of this role. Another key aspect of this job is managing multiple projects at once. How do you prioritize tasks when you're under pressure?
I use a combination of planning and flexibility. I usually start by making a list of all the tasks and sorting them by deadlines and importance. Then I break each task into smaller steps so it feels more manageable. In one of my internships, there was a time when I had to juggle preparing a client presentation, updating social media posts, and analyzing campaign data, all in the same week. I focused on the most time-sensitive tasks first, but I also made sure to stay adaptable in case priorities shifted.
That's a great approach. It sounds like you're very organized. Now, let's shift gears a bit. This job also requires creative thinking. Can you tell me about a time you came up with an innovative idea?
Sure. During my internship, we were tasked with promoting a new product that didn't have a lot of initial interest. I suggested creating a behind-the-scenes video series to highlight the product's development process and the team behind it. It gave the campaign a personal touch, and it ended up being one of the most engaging pieces of content we had. The videos helped increase awareness and gave the brand a more relatable image.
That's a fantastic idea. Creativity can really make a difference in marketing. Finally, this role involves some client interaction. How do you handle difficult or dissatisfied clients?
I think the most important thing is to stay calm and listen carefully to their concerns. One time during my internship, a client was unhappy with the initial designs we had presented. Instead of getting defensive, I asked detailed questions to better understand their vision. After that, I worked with the team to revise the designs, keeping the client involved throughout the process. In the end, they were really happy with the final result.
Excellent. I appreciate all your thoughtful answers, Emily. Before we wrap up, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, thank you. I'd like to know more about the team I'd be working with. Could you tell me about the team's dynamic and how they usually approach projects?
That's a great question. Our team is very collaborative and values open communication. We have regular brainstorming sessions where everyone's ideas are welcomed, and we try to create an environment where people feel supported in taking initiative. We also encourage professional development, so you'd have plenty of opportunities to grow in this role.
That sounds wonderful. I really appreciate a team-oriented work environment, and it's encouraging to hear about the focus on growth and collaboration.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, Emily, thank you so much for coming in today. You've given us a lot to think about with your strong qualifications and thoughtful answers.
Thank you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm really excited about the possibility of joining your team.
Likewise, we'll be reviewing all candidates over the next week, and you can expect to hear from us by the end of next week.
That sounds great. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day.
You too, Emily. Take care.
Hey, Leah. It's been a while since we sat down and just talked. How have you been?
I've been good, just busy with work and all that. You know how it is. What about you?
Same here. But I've been trying to make some time for myself lately. You know, doing things I enjoy.
Oh, that's nice. Like what?
Well, just little things. Reading mostly. I've gotten into thrillers lately. Keeps me on edge. What about you? What do you do when you have some free time?
Free time feels rare these days. But when I do, I usually end up baking. It's kind of my go-to hobby.
Oh, really? What do you bake?
Mostly simple stuff, cookies, muffins. But I've been experimenting lately. Last week I tried making macarons.
Macarons? Wow, that sounds tricky. How did they turn out?
Honestly, a bit of a disaster. Half of them cracked in the oven and the rest were just not pretty. But they tasted good at least.
That's what counts. And hey, it's all part of the fun, right?
Exactly. Plus, it's kind of relaxing for me. The measuring, mixing, it's like a little escape from everything else.
I get that. Hobbies are great for that. They're like a little pause button for life.
Totally. So aside from reading, do you have any other hobbies?
I've been trying my hand at journaling. You know, just writing down thoughts, ideas, or even random sketches. It's kind of messy, but it feels good.
Oh, I love that. It's like a way to clear your mind. Do you do it daily?
Not really, just when I feel like it. No pressure, you know?
That's the best way to do it. I think sometimes people feel like hobbies have to be super structured, but they don't.
It's about enjoying yourself, not adding more stress.
Right. Speaking of hobbies, have you ever tried anything totally out of the box? Like something you never thought you'd enjoy?
Oh, you know what? I tried knitting once. My grandma taught me. Let's just say I made a very lopsided scarf. But it was fun while it lasted.
That's what matters. Sometimes it's not about being good at it, just enjoying the process.
Absolutely. It's funny how hobbies can connect people. I was at the library the other day, and I overheard someone talking about one of my favorite books.
Oh, really? What book?
The Night Circus. Have you read it?
Yes. I love that book. It's so magical and mysterious.
Right? I got so excited I ended up joining their conversation. We talked about our favorite parts for almost an hour.
That's awesome. It's like finding a little community, even if it's just for a moment.
And it made me realize how much I love talking about books. Like, it's not just about reading, it's the sharing part that makes it even better.
Totally. I feel the same way about movies. I could talk for hours about a good film.
Oh, me too. What's the last movie you watched that really stuck with you?
Probably Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was so creative and emotional. I couldn't stop thinking about it for days.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that one. Everyone says it's amazing.
You should. And after you do, let's talk about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Deal. I'll add it to my weekend plans.
Perfect. You know, it's funny how hobbies like reading or watching movies seem so simple, but they really can bring people together.
They really do. It's like they give us a way to connect and share experiences even if we're total strangers.
Exactly. And I think that's why I love storytelling hobbies so much. They're like little bridges between people.
That's such a nice way to put it. Hobbies are definitely more than just passing time.
For sure. And the best part is, everyone has their own unique take on them. Like, no two people experience a book or a movie in the same way.
That's so true. It's what makes talking about them so interesting.
Agreed. So, what's next on your reading list?
I've been eyeing Circe by Madeline Miller. Have you read that one?
Yes. It's beautiful. I think you'll love it.
Can't wait.
You know, talking about hobbies makes me realize how much variety there is. Some people have the most unique hobbies.
Oh, for sure. Like, I once met someone who was really into birdwatching.
Birdwatching? That's interesting. What did they say about it?
They explained how it's not just about spotting birds. It's about the whole experience. Getting up early, going out into nature, and just being quiet and observant.
That sounds peaceful. I guess it's a good way to slow down and enjoy the moment.
And they even had this journal where they sketched the birds they saw. It was impressive.
Wow, that's dedication. I've never thought about birdwatching like that before.
Me neither. But hearing them talk about it made me see how special it can be.
You know, I once met someone who collected vintage postcards.
Postcards? That's so specific.
Yeah, they had this whole collection from the early 1900s. Each one had a little story behind it. They loved imagining the people who wrote them and what their lives were like.
That's actually really cool. It's like a little window into history.
Exactly. And it made me think, hobbies don't have to be big or flashy to be meaningful.
Sometimes it's the simple, unexpected ones that are the most special.
Right. Do you think you'd ever try something unique like that?
I'm not sure. I think it depends on what sparks my interest. But I do love the idea of finding something new and just diving into it.
Yeah, me too. It's like discovering a whole new world you didn't know existed.
Exactly. That's the beauty of hobbies. You never know where they'll take you.
So true. Do you remember the first hobby you ever had?
I was obsessed with drawing. I had this little sketch pad that I carried everywhere.
That's so cute. What did you draw?
Everything. Animals, people, imaginary places. I think I even tried to create my own comic once.
That's impressive. Do you still draw?
Not as much as I used to, but every now and then I'll pick up a pencil and sketch. It's like riding a bike. You never really forget.
I used to love playing with Legos as a kid.
Oh, Legos were the best. Did you build crazy towers or follow the instructions?
A bit of both, but mostly I liked making my own creations. I remember building this whole imaginary town once. It had houses, a tiny park, and even a little cafe.
That's amazing. I feel like hobbies from childhood stick with us in some way.
Yeah, they do. I think they shape how we see the world. Like, I've always loved creating things, and it started with those Legos.
That makes sense. Hobbies kind of show us what we enjoy and what we're naturally drawn to.
Exactly. And even if we don't keep up with them, they leave a mark.
Totally. Like, I think my love for drawing as a kid made me appreciate art and creativity more as an adult.
It's funny how something so simple can have such a lasting impact.
Yeah. And it's a good reminder to keep exploring, even as adults. Who knows what new hobbies we might discover?
You know, one thing I've been struggling with lately is finding time for hobbies. Life just gets so busy sometimes.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Between work, errands, and everything else, it feels like there's no time left for yourself.
Right? I used to love baking, but now I barely have the energy to even think about it.
That's such a shame. Baking is so fun. And delicious.
I know. I miss it. Do you ever feel like that with your hobbies?
Absolutely. But I've learned that you don't need to dedicate hours to a hobby. Sometimes even 10 or 15 minutes can be enough.
That's true. I guess I always think it has to be this big project, but it doesn't, does it?
Not at all. Like, if you love baking, you could start with something simple, like making cookies, or even just decorating cupcakes.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll try that this weekend.
You should. Hobbies don't always have to be separate from everything else, they can blend into your daily life. And honestly, even just a little bit of time for something you enjoy can make a big difference in your day.
Finding time for hobbies is hard. Life can get so hectic and it's hard to fit them in.
Oh, I get that. It's definitely a challenge when you're juggling work, responsibilities, and everything else.
Exactly. Sometimes I feel guilty spending time on a hobby when there's so much to do.
That's a common feeling, but I think hobbies are actually really important. They're not just for fun, they help you recharge and stay balanced.
That's true. I do feel better when I make time for something I enjoy.
And it doesn't have to be hours every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes can make a difference.
That's a good point. So how do you personally make time for your hobbies?
I try to treat them like appointments. I'll block out a little time in my schedule and stick to it, even if it's just a short window.
That's smart. I guess if you don't prioritize it, it's easy to let it slide.
Totally. And I also remind myself that it's okay to take a break and do something just for me. It actually makes me more productive in the long run.
Yeah, I can see that. When you're constantly working or dealing with responsibilities, it's easy to burn out.
Hobbies can be a great way to reset your mind and come back to everything else feeling refreshed.
You're really convincing me to rethink how I approach this.
I'm glad to hear that. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just start small and see how it feels.
I will. Maybe I'll start by dedicating one evening a week to something fun.
That's a great idea. Once it becomes a habit, it'll feel so natural to make time for yourself.
Thanks for the advice. I feel like I've been overcomplicating it.
It happens to all of us. But once you let go of the pressure and just enjoy the moment, it makes a huge difference.
You're right. I think I'm going to give it a try this week.
That's the spirit. I'm sure you'll find it so rewarding.
This was such a great conversation. I feel so motivated to make more time for my hobbies now.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's always nice to talk about these things and share ideas.
Definitely. Thanks for all the advice and encouragement.
Anytime. Let me know how it goes with your hobby time.
I will.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Maplewood Hotel. How can I assist you today?
Hi there, thanks. I have a reservation under the name Liam Carter.
Of course, Mr. Carter. Let me just pull that up for you. Could you please give me a moment?
Sure, take your time.
Here we are. You've booked a standard queen room for 3 nights, correct?
That's right, I booked it online about a week ago.
Perfect. Could I see some ID, please? It's just for verification.
Of course, here you go.
Thank you. Everything seems to be in order. Are you checking in alone today, or will someone be joining you?
Just me this time. It's a short business trip, so I'm keeping things simple.
I see. Well, you've picked a great spot. Our hotel is located close to some fantastic restaurants and shops. If you need recommendations, just let me know.
That's good to know. I might take you up on that later. I've got some free time tomorrow and exploring the area sounds like a good idea.
Absolutely. I'll have some brochures ready for you when you come back down. By the way, your room is on the 3rd floor. It's a quiet area with a lovely view of the park.
Oh, that sounds perfect. I've been traveling all day, so some peace and quiet will be much appreciated.
I completely understand. Traveling can be exhausting. Just to let you know, checkout time is 11 a.m. on your departure day, but if you need a late checkout, we can usually arrange that as long as we're not fully booked.
That's good to know. I'll keep it in mind.
Great. One last thing. Will you need any help with your luggage? I can call the bellhop if you'd like.
Oh no, thank you. I just have this suitcase and it's easy enough to manage.
All right. Well, here's your room key. It's an electronic key card, so just tap it against the reader on your door. Also, if you'd like to connect to our Wi-Fi, the network name and password are printed on this card sleeve.
Thanks, that's helpful. Is there anything else I need to know?
Let's see. Yes. Breakfast is served in the dining area from 7 to 10 a.m., and coffee and tea are available in the lobby 24/7.
That's great to hear. I'll definitely be grabbing some coffee later. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate your help.
Wonderful. Well, if you need anything else, don't hesitate to call the front desk. Have a great stay, Mr. Carter. All right, Mr. Carter, before we finalize everything, let's go over your reservation details to make sure everything is correct.
Sure, that sounds good.
So, you've booked a queen room for 3 nights, starting today, and your checkout date is Wednesday, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Perfect. And just to double-check, you booked through our website, didn't you?
I did, yes. I think I also requested a room on a higher floor, if that's still available.
Let me check for you. Yes, I see the note here. You prefer a room on a higher floor. We've got you on the 3rd floor, which is our highest floor, so you're all set.
That's great. Thanks for keeping that in mind.
Of course. Now, about the room, you'll have a queen-sized bed, complimentary Wi-Fi, and a lovely view of the park. Do you have any other preferences or needs for your stay?
Not really, no. But out of curiosity, do you have blackout curtains in the rooms?
Yes, we do. All our rooms are equipped with blackout curtains. We know how important a good night's sleep is, especially for our guests who are traveling.
Oh, that's good to know. I might actually sleep in tomorrow after today's long trip.
I don't blame you. Traveling can take a lot out of you. By the way, would you like us to schedule a wake-up call for you at any point during your stay?
I don't think I'll need one for now, but I'll let you know if I change my mind.
Sounds good. And just to confirm, your booking includes our complimentary breakfast. It's served daily in the dining hall on the ground floor from 7 to 10 a.m.
Great, thanks. Breakfast is included then?
That's correct. You'll find a mix of hot and cold options, eggs, pastries, fresh fruit, and more. It's a buffet-style setup, so you can take your time and enjoy.
That sounds perfect. I'll definitely be checking that out in the morning.
Wonderful. One more thing. Do you have a car with you? We offer complimentary parking for our guests, but I didn't see anything noted here about a vehicle.
No, I don't have a car. I took a taxi from the airport and I'll probably use public transport or walk around while I'm here.
That's a great idea. We're within walking distance of some really nice places. If you'd like, I can give you a map with some recommendations for restaurants and shops nearby.
That would be really helpful, thanks.
Of course. I'll get that ready for you before you head to your room. Oh, and just to wrap this up, your payment was made in full at the time of booking, so you don't have to worry about anything during your stay unless you add room service or any extras.
Got it. And what's your policy on room service, by the way?
Room service is available from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. We have a menu in your room, and you can call directly from the in-room phone. If there's anything specific you're craving, our staff will do their best to accommodate.
Nice. That might come in handy.
Great. I think that's everything for now. Here's your key card again, and if you need anything at all, just give us a call or come back to the front desk.
Will do. Thanks for making this so easy, Emily.
My pleasure, Mr. Carter. Enjoy your stay with us. Oh, Mr. Carter, before you head up, do you have any specific preferences regarding your room? I want to make sure it's exactly what you need.
Actually, now that you mention it, I do have a couple of quick questions.
Of course. Go ahead.
First, about the bed. I know the reservation says a queen-sized bed, but just to confirm, it's a true queen, and not one of those smaller European ones, right?
Great question. Yes, it's a standard queen-sized bed, very spacious and comfortable. We actually updated all our mattresses last year, so they're new and supportive.
Perfect. Nothing worse than a bad mattress when you're traveling.
I completely agree. A good night's sleep is so important.
Also, you mentioned earlier that the room has a view of the park, right? Is it a full view or more of a partial one?
It's a full view. Your room faces directly toward Maplewood Park, so you'll get plenty of natural light and a lovely view of the trees. It's especially nice in the morning with the sunrise.
That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
You'll love it, especially if you're a fan of greenery and open spaces.
I am, actually. And what about noise levels? I know I'm on the 3rd floor, but is it quiet up there?
Yes, it's one of our quieter floors. Most of the families with young children stay on the 1st or 2nd floors, so the 3rd floor tends to attract solo travelers and business guests like yourself.
That's good to hear. I was a bit worried about noise, but it sounds like it won't be an issue.
Not at all. And the park-facing rooms are usually quieter since they're away from the street.
That's a relief. Oh, and one last thing. Does the room have a mini fridge?
It does. All our rooms come with a mini fridge, a coffee maker, and complimentary bottled water. If you need more water or anything else, just let us know, and we'll have it sent up.
Great, that'll be handy. Sometimes I like to grab snacks or drinks from a nearby store and keep them in the fridge.
Absolutely. There's actually a small grocery store just a block away if you need anything during your stay.
That's good to know. I might stop by there later.
Sounds like a plan. And if you need any extra amenities like more towels, pillows, or even a microwave, just let us know. We'll be happy to accommodate you.
You have microwaves available?
Yes, we do. They're not in the rooms by default, but we can bring one up if you'd like.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem at all. Oh, and speaking of amenities, did you know about our pillow menu?
Pillow menu? What's that?
It's a little extra touch we offer. If you prefer a specific type of pillow, like memory foam, hypoallergenic, or even a firmer option, you can choose one, and we'll send it up to your room.
That's impressive. I think I'll stick with the standard ones for now, but I might give that a try if I feel like switching things up.
Just let us know. We want to make your stay as comfortable as possible.
Thanks, Emily. You've been really helpful. I think I'm good to go now.
My pleasure, Mr. Carter. I'll make a note of everything we discussed to ensure you're taken care of. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to stop by or give us a call.
Will do. Thanks again. Oh, hi.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Daniel from the front desk. Emily asked me to bring up a map of the area and some brochures for you.
Oh, great. Thanks so much. Come on in.
Thank you. Here you go. The map highlights some popular spots nearby, including restaurants, shops, and walking trails. The brochures give more details about what's available.
This is perfect. I was thinking of exploring tomorrow, so this will save me a lot of time.
Glad to hear that. If you're into coffee, there's a little cafe just around the corner called the Bean House. They've got amazing lattes, and their pastries are pretty popular, too.
That sounds exactly like my kind of place. Thanks for the tip, Daniel.
No problem at all. If you need more suggestions, just let us know.
I will. By the way, the room looks great so far. The view is even better than I expected.
The park view is one of our most requested features. It's especially nice in the mornings. Did you notice the little seating area by the window? It's a great spot to relax with a cup of coffee or read.
I did, yeah. I can already tell I'm going to make good use of that.
That's what it's there for. Oh, and just a quick heads up. If you plan on using the air conditioning or heater, the controls are right here on the wall. They're easy to use, but let me know if you run into any issues.
Thanks for pointing that out. I was actually wondering about the thermostat.
No problem. And one more thing. If you're planning on ordering room service, the menu is here on the desk. You can call directly using the room phone, and they'll bring everything right up to you.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind.
Great. If there's nothing else you need right now, I'll let you settle in.
Actually, before you go, what's the Wi-Fi situation? Emily mentioned it earlier, but I didn't catch all the details.
Sure thing. The network name and password are printed on this card sleeve here. Just connect to the network, and you're good to go. If you have any trouble, give us a call, and we'll sort it out for you.
Perfect, thanks. And thanks again for bringing this up.
My pleasure, sir. Enjoy your stay.
Front desk, this is Emily speaking. How can I assist you?
Hi, Emily. It's Liam Carter, the guest who just checked in.
Oh, hi, Mr. Carter. Is everything all right with your room?
Almost perfect, actually. The room's great, and the view is fantastic. But I noticed the bedside lamp isn't working.
Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. Let me see what we can do to fix it. Did you check if the lamp is plugged in? Sometimes the cleaning staff moves things around while tidying up.
Good question. I actually did check that. The plug seems fine, but the lamp just won't turn on.
Got it. It could be the bulb. I'll send someone from maintenance up right away to take a look. Would now be a good time?
Yeah, that works for me. I'll be here for the next hour or so.
Perfect. I'll let them know. In the meantime, is there anything else I can help you with?
Actually, yes. While I have you on the line, I noticed there's a little booklet on the desk with information about the hotel, but I couldn't find anything about laundry services. Do you offer that?
Yes, we do. We have both self-service laundry and full-service options. The self-service machines are on the second floor, and they're available 24/7. If you'd prefer full service, just fill out the form in the closet, leave your items in the laundry bag provided, and housekeeping will take care of it.
That's good to know. And how long does the full service option usually take?
It depends on the time of day, but generally, if you leave your items before 10 a.m., you'll get them back the same evening.
That's convenient. Thanks for explaining that.
No problem at all, Mr. Carter. I'll let maintenance know about the lamp right now, and someone should be there shortly.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thanks again. Talk to you later.
Anytime. Enjoy your stay, and don't hesitate to call if you need anything else.
Hi there. You must be from maintenance.
Hi, that's right. I'm Alex. I'm here about the bedside lamp issue you reported.
Yeah, thanks for coming up so quickly. It's just not turning on, even though it's plugged in.
No problem at all. Let me take a look. Mind if I come in?
Of course, come on in.
Thanks. Which lamp is it?
It's the one on the right side of the bed, near the window.
Got it. Let's see what's going on here. All right, first things first. Let's check the bulb. Sometimes it's just a loose connection. Nope, not the bulb. Let me try swapping it out just to be sure.
Do you always carry spare bulbs with you?
Oh yeah, it's one of the most common issues we deal with, so I always keep a few extras in my toolkit. Interesting. If it's not the bulb, it could be the wiring in the lamp itself.
Is that something you can fix here, or do you need to replace the whole lamp?
It depends. Let me check the cord and see if there's any visible damage. Nope, the cord looks fine. It's probably an internal issue with the lamp. In this case, it's faster to just replace it. While I'm here, is everything else in the room working okay?
So far, so good. The AC works, the Wi-Fi is solid, and the view is amazing.
That's great to hear. The park view rooms are definitely a favorite among guests.
Yeah, Emily mentioned that too. It's probably the most relaxing hotel view I've ever had.
Glad you're enjoying it. Let's give this one a try.
There we go. That's perfect. Thanks for taking care of that.
No problem at all. Anything else you'd like me to check while I'm here?
Actually, now that you mention it, the shower head looks a bit loose. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that or if it's something that needs fixing.
Good catch. Let me take a quick look at it. Yeah, it's a little loose, but nothing major. I can tighten it up for you right now. There we go. Shouldn't wobble anymore.
That's awesome. Thanks again, Alex. You've been super helpful.
Anytime. If anything else comes up during your stay, just let us know.
Will do. Have a good one.
You too. Enjoy your stay, Mr. Carter.
Hi there. That smells incredible.
Good evening, sir. Your dinner is ready. May I bring it inside for you?
Of course, come on in.
Here we go. Grilled salmon with lemon dill sauce, mashed potatoes, asparagus, and of course, the chocolate lava cake with ice cream. And your sparkling water is right here.
This looks amazing. Thanks for bringing it up so quickly.
My pleasure. Is there anything else I can get for you, like extra cutlery or napkins?
I think I'm all set, but I'll let you know if I need anything.
Sounds good. Oh, and just a quick tip. The lava cake is best enjoyed while it's still warm, so maybe save room for dessert right after dinner.
Got it. Good to know. Are the desserts here always this fancy?
They are. Our chef takes desserts very seriously. The lava cake is one of our signature dishes. Guests rave about it all the time.
I can see why. The presentation alone is impressive.
It's all about the little details, right? By the way, if you're planning on exploring tomorrow, we have a breakfast buffet from 7 to 10 a.m. It's a great way to start the day, and it's included with your stay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. What kind of options are at the buffet?
There's a bit of everything. Scrambled eggs, pancakes, fresh fruit, pastries, yogurt, and even a made-to-order omelet station.
That sounds perfect. I'll definitely check it out.
Great. And if you'd rather have breakfast in your room, just let us know. We can bring up a tray for you.
Good to know. I think I'll try the buffet tomorrow, though. It sounds too good to miss.
You won't regret it. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll let you enjoy your meal.
Actually, before you go, what's your favorite dish on the menu?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd have to say the steak with garlic herb butter. It's cooked perfectly every time, but the salmon you ordered is definitely a close second.
Good to know. Maybe I'll try the steak tomorrow night.
Excellent choice. Enjoy your dinner, Mr. Carter. Just give us a call if you need anything.
Will do. Thanks again, Mia.
Can't find the baking aisle. Do you see flour anywhere?
Not really. I think we passed it earlier, near the canned goods.
Did we? I'm not sure. Let me just ask someone. Excuse me?
Yes, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for all-purpose flour. Do you know where I can find it?
Sure, it's in aisle 6, near the sugar and baking powder.
Oh, great. Thanks.
While we're there, I think I need some brown sugar too.
Perfect. Let's head over.
You know, I always get confused about the different types of flour. There's all-purpose, self-rising, whole wheat.
I know, right? I usually just stick to all-purpose. It works for almost everything.
Same. It's too much effort to figure out the others unless I really need them.
Okay, here we are. Aisle 6. Ah, there's the flour. Wow, they're almost out.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's been baking lately. Must be a popular brand too.
Should I grab the 5-pound bag or the smaller one?
Go for the bigger one if you bake a lot. It's better value.
True. All right, big bag it is. Let's grab your brown sugar and keep going.
All right, I need to grab some snacks for movie night. What do you think? Chips or popcorn?
Toss
Tough choice. Chips are easier, but popcorn feels more fun. You know?
Yeah, but I always end up burning microwave popcorn. It's either half popped or smells like smoke.
You just need to stand by the microwave and listen. When the popping slows down, you stop it.
Easier said than done. Maybe I'll just stick to chips. Let's see. Oh, what about this brand?
It's good. But have you tried the baked ones? They're supposed to be healthier.
Oh, right. Let's compare. Okay, this one says it has 30% less fat, but does it taste as good?
That's the question. I tried the sour cream flavor last time. It was decent. Not as crispy as regular chips, though.
Maybe I'll get one of each, classic and baked. That way, everyone's happy.
Good idea. What about crackers? I need something to go with cheese.
Oh, crackers are tricky. Do you want something plain or with flavor?
Plain, I think. They're more versatile, and I already have a bunch of dips at home.
All right, let's see. This brand is good. It's buttery, but not too salty.
Oh, yeah. I've tried these before. They go great with brie. I'll grab a box.
Wait, look at this deal. Buy 2, get 1 free.
Seriously? Okay, I'm sold. Let's stock up.
This is why I never stick to my shopping list.
Same here. But at least we're getting snacks for all occasions.
True. All right, snacks are covered. What's next on your list?
Fresh produce. Let's head there before we spend all our money here.
Good call. Let's go. Okay, fresh produce time. First on my list, bananas.
Do you want them ripe or green? These are a bit too yellow for me.
I prefer them slightly green. They last longer that way. Oh, these look good.
Yeah, those are perfect. What's next?
Tomatoes. I need them for a salad. But, I never know how to pick the good ones.
Easy. Just go for the ones that are firm but slightly soft when you press them. And they should smell fresh.
Okay, this one smells great. Not too squishy either. I'll grab a few of these.
Good choice. I need avocados. Let's see. This feels rock hard. Definitely not ready to eat.
Yeah, avocados are tricky. They're either too hard or already mushy.
This one feels about right. Soft, but not squishy. I'll take this.
Smart. Okay, what about apples? Do you have a favorite type?
I love Honeycrisp. They're sweet and crisp. Perfect for snacking.
These look good, but they're kind of pricey. Should I get the Gala ones instead?
Gala's good too, but I think Honeycrisp is worth the extra cost. You're getting better quality.
All right, you've convinced me. Honeycrisp it is.
Do we need any vegetables? I was thinking of making roasted carrots this week.
Oh, that sounds good. Let's grab some. Should we get the bagged ones or the loose ones?
Bagged is more convenient, but loose ones are usually fresher. Let's go with loose.
Got it. What about spinach? I need some for smoothies.
They have fresh bundles over there or pre-washed bags. Which one do you prefer?
Definitely the pre-washed ones. It saves so much time.
Agreed. Oh, look at these strawberries. They look so fresh.
Wow, they're huge. Are they on sale?
Yep, 2 for $6. That's a steal. I'm grabbing some.
Me too. All right, I think we're done here. Anything else?
Nope, that's everything. Let's move on before we end up buying the whole produce section.
Good idea. All right, I need to find some gluten-free pasta for Claire. She can't have regular wheat.
Gluten-free? Oh, that's tricky. Do you know what kind she likes?
Not really. I just know she mentioned rice pasta last time. Let's see. This one says it's made from brown rice.
That sounds healthy, but I wonder if it tastes good.
Good question. Oh, here's another one made from chickpeas. That's interesting.
Chickpea pasta? I've heard it's high in protein. Might be worth trying.
Yeah, let's grab one of each. She can try both.
Smart. What about bread? Do they have gluten-free bread too?
Oh, good idea. Let's check. There it is. But wow, it's expensive.
Yeah, gluten-free stuff usually is. I guess it's because the ingredients are different.
Probably. This one looks good though. It's made with almond flour and doesn't have any preservatives.
That's a win. Anything else for Claire?
Nope, that's it for her. Are you looking for anything here?
Yeah, I want to find organic peanut butter. I've been trying to switch to healthier snacks.
Oh, nice. What's the difference between regular and organic anyway?
Organic usually means no pesticides or artificial stuff. Plus, it's supposed to be better for the environment.
Makes sense. Is this the one? It says organic on the label.
Let me check. Yep, no added sugar or oils. Perfect.
Cool. Anything else?
Actually, let's look at the dairy section. I've been thinking about switching to almond milk.
Oh, good idea. I've tried almond milk before. It's great in smoothies, but not so much in coffee.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. It just doesn't mix as well. But maybe you'll like it.
I'll give it a shot. Let's head over there.
All right, lead the way. Milk first. Do you go for whole milk or something lighter?
I usually get 2%. It's a good balance. Whole milk feels too heavy for me.
Makes sense. Let me check the date. This one expires in 3 days. That's way too soon.
Yeah, definitely not worth it. Try one from the back. They usually have later dates.
Good idea. Ah, this one's better. It's good for 2 weeks.
Perfect. I need eggs too. Let's see. These look fine, but let me open it to check.
Oh yeah, always check for cracks. I've bought eggs before, only to find one broken in the middle.
All good here. And the date looks fine too. Next month.
Nice. What about yogurt? Do you eat it often?
Sometimes. I like the plain kind, but I usually add fruit or honey to it.
Okay, this one's on sale, but... Oh, it expires in 4 days.
Yeah, no point in buying it if you can't finish it that fast. Check the brand next to it.
All right, this one's good for 2 weeks. It's a little more expensive, though.
Sometimes it's worth spending a bit extra for fresher stuff.
True. Okay, yogurt's done. Do you need anything else here?
Butter. Let's see. Salted or unsalted?
What do you use it for?
Mostly baking.
Then unsalted's better. You can control the salt in the recipe.
Good point. The date's fine and this brand is good. Anything else?
Cheese, maybe? Oh, look at this one. Sharp cheddar.
Yum. Check the date, though. Some of these blocks sit here forever.
Oh, it's good till February. That's a win.
All right, I think we've covered everything here. Let's move on before I start grabbing random stuff.
Same here. Let's head to the frozen foods next. Okay, frozen pizza. This is my go-to dinner for lazy nights.
Same here. Let's see. I don't see the margarita one I usually buy.
Maybe they've moved it? Check the other side.
Nope, not here either. Let me ask. Excuse me?
Yes, how can I help?
I'm looking for the margarita frozen pizza. This brand. But it looks like it's out of stock. Do you know if you'll be getting more soon?
Oh, I see. Yeah, we've been out of this one for a couple of days. It's really popular.
Do you know when it might be restocked?
We're expecting a delivery tomorrow morning, so it should be back on the shelf by noon.
Got it. Thanks.
So, what now? Do you want to wait for tomorrow or grab something else?
I'll grab something else. Let's see. Oh, this one looks good. 4-cheese pizza.
Classic choice. But what's this? A veggie-loaded pizza? That's new?
I don't know if I'm ready for broccoli on a pizza.
Fair enough. 4 cheese it is then.
What about you? Getting pizza too?
Nah, I want frozen dumplings. Let's see. Ugh, they're out of my favorite shrimp ones.
That's annoying. Should we ask?
Nah, I'll just try another kind. These chicken ones look good.
Yeah, and it's always fun to try something new.
True. All right, I think I'm set. Anything else you need from here?
I wanted frozen berries for smoothies, but oh no, they're out too.
Maybe check the fresh produce section again? They might have some there.
Good idea. Let's head back that way before we check out.
All right, lead the way. I've got these coupons I found online. Let's see if they're worth anything.
Oh, I never bother with coupons. Do they actually save much?
Sometimes. This one's for $2 off laundry detergent. Let's find it. Ah, here it is.
Wait, which size does the coupon cover? Some of them only work for certain sizes.
Good question. It says 32-ounce bottle or larger. This one's 40 ounces, so we're good.
Nice. $2 saved. What else do you have?
A buy one, get one free deal on chips. But it only works on this brand.
Let's check. Oh, here's the brand. Which flavor?
Barbecue or sour cream and onion?
Barbecue, definitely. You can't go wrong with that.
Done. Okay, what about this one? It's for $5 off if you spend $25 or more on cleaning products.
Are you even buying that much in cleaning stuff?
I don't think so. Let's see. I've got dish soap and sponges. How much is that?
That's about $10. You're way under 25s.
Yeah, forget it. It's not worth buying extra stuff just for a discount.
Agreed. Any other coupons?
Just one for ice cream. Guess I can't skip dessert.
Oh, let's grab some. What's the deal?
$1 off if you buy 2 pints.
Nice. I'll get chocolate, of course. What about you?
Mint chocolate chip. Always.
Perfect. All right, I think we're done here.
Yeah, and I actually used most of these coupons.
Impressive. Let's hope they all scan at the register without any issues.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Okay, fingers crossed. Let's check out.
Hi there. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like some sliced turkey breast, please.
Sure thing. How much would you like?
About half a pound, please.
No problem. Do you prefer it thinly sliced or a bit thicker?
Thin, please.
Got it. One moment.
Are you getting it for sandwiches?
Yeah, I've been making my own lunches lately. It's cheaper than eating out all the time.
Smart move. I think I'll get some cheese while we're here.
Here you go. Anything else for you?
That's it for me, thanks.
Hi, I'd like some cheddar cheese, please.
Of course. How much would you like?
Let's go with a 1/4 pound.
Sure. Do you want it sliced or in a block?
Sliced, please.
Ooh, are you planning to make grilled cheese?
Yep. I've been craving it all week. What about you? Do you ever make it?
Sometimes, but I usually add tomato slices. It's so good.
That does sound good.
Here's your cheddar. Anything else I can get for you?
Actually, do you have any pre-made salads?
Yes, we have a variety. This one's a classic Caesar, and we also have a Mediterranean-style salad.
I'll take the Mediterranean one.
Sure thing. Would you like a small or large size?
Small, please.
That reminds me. Do they have hummus here?
Yes, it's in the fridge section just around the corner.
Perfect, thanks so much.
All right, I think we're set.
Yep, time to move on.
Have a great day, ladies.
Thanks, you too.
Okay, I think we're almost done. Let me check my list. Oh, I still need olive oil.
Me too. Let's head to the cooking oils aisle.
There it is, but... Ugh, why do they always put the large bottles on the top shelf?
Maybe they want to test our basketball skills.
I'm not even going to try reaching that. Let's ask someone.
Excuse me?
Hi, how can I help you?
Could you grab one of those large bottles of olive oil for me? Thank you so much.
I'm looking for baking soda, but I can't find it. Is it with the baking supplies?
It's usually in the baking aisle, but sometimes it's also stocked near the cleaning supplies.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. Thanks for the tip.
Oh, wait. Can you help me with one more thing?
Sure, what do you need?
I saw this jar of honey on sale last week, but I can't find it now. Do you know if you still have it?
Let me check for you. It looks like we're out of that one.
Oh, that's too bad. Do you know if it'll be back in stock soon?
It should be in by the end of the week. You can also check online to see if it's available at a nearby store.
That's helpful. Thanks.
All right, let's grab the rest of what we need and get out of here.
Good idea. My arms are going to fall off if I hold this olive oil much longer.
Maybe you should have brought a cart.
Wait, why are we heading to customer service?
Oh, I need to return something. I bought this box of cereal last week, but it was already expired when I opened it.
Yikes! How does that even happen?
I have no idea. I usually check the dates, but I must have missed it.
Do you have the receipt?
Yeah, right here. I called earlier and they said they'd take it back.
Oh, good. Let's see how this goes.
Hi there. How can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to return this cereal. It was expired when I bought it.
Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. Do you have your receipt?
Yes, here it is.
All right, this is within our return policy. Would you like a refund or an exchange?
An exchange would be great.
No problem. You can go grab another box from the shelf, and I'll process the return while you're at it.
Thanks, I'll be right back.
Want me to come with you?
Sure. Let's make sure I get a fresh box this time.
Definitely double-check the date this time.
No kidding.
Perfect. Let me just scan this, and you're all set.
All right, moment of truth. Self-checkout or regular checkout?
Self-checkout is usually faster, but I've got these coupons. I don't want to deal with errors.
Sometimes the machine doesn't scan them right.
Exactly.
Let's go to a regular lane.
Hi there. Did you find everything you were looking for today?
Almost everything, but we made it work.
Great. Let's start with these.
You're really using all those coupons, huh?
Yep. Saving a few dollars feels so satisfying.
Oh, you've got coupons? Just hand them over at the end and I'll apply them.
Perfect, thanks.
These reusable bags are great, by the way.
Thanks. I'm trying to cut down on plastic.
Me too, but I always forget to bring mine.
Happens to everyone. All right, that'll be $48.50 hard before the coupons.
Here you go.
Okay, with the discounts, your total is $42.50.
Awesome. I'll pay with my card.
Go ahead and insert it when you're ready.
Honestly, self-checkout might not have been so bad.
Maybe, but I bet the machine would have rejected my coupons.
Here's your receipt. Thanks for shopping with us.
Thanks. Have a great day.
The surprise warm day.
I can't believe how warm it is today. It feels like spring instead of fall.
I know, right? When I checked the weather app this morning, I thought it was broken. It said 20 to C, and I had to do a double take.
Same here. I almost didn't believe it. I had my coat and scarf ready to go, but then I stepped outside and thought, nope.
It's one of those days where you just want to be outside all day. I mean, look at the sky. There isn't a single cloud.
Perfect weather for a walk. I'm glad we planned to meet up.
Me too. I was getting tired of sitting at home. Fresh air makes everything better.
Morning weather drama.
Honestly, this morning was such a roller coaster, though. When I woke up, it was super foggy.
Oh, I saw that too. It looked like a scene out of a mystery movie.
Exactly. I almost stayed in bed because I thought it was going to be a gloomy day.
But by the time you got out, the sun had already burned it off, right?
Yep. That's one thing I love about this time of year. The mornings might start out chilly or foggy, but by noon, it's like a whole different season.
True. Although it does make dressing for the day tricky. Layers are a lifesaver.
Weather and mood.
Do you ever feel like the weather affects your mood?
Absolutely. On sunny days like this, I feel so much more energetic. It's like the sunshine charges my batteries.
Same here. But on rainy days, all I want to do is curl up with a blanket and a good book.
Oh, for sure. Although sometimes I kind of enjoy the rain. It makes everything feel cozier.
That's true. I actually sleep better when I can hear the rain tapping on the windows. It's so soothing.
Me too. There's something about it that just puts me at ease.
Seasonal favorites.
If you had to pick a favorite season, what would it be?
That's a tough one. I think I'd say fall. I love the crisp air, the colorful leaves, and of course, pumpkin spice everything.
Fall is great, but for me, it's spring. Everything feels so fresh and new, and the flowers are gorgeous.
Spring is lovely too. It's like the world is waking up after a long nap.
Exactly. Plus, it's not too hot yet, so you can still enjoy being outdoors without sweating buckets.
Weather woes.
As much as I love talking about the weather, I could do without those sudden downpours we get in summer.
Oh, the ones that come out of nowhere? They're the worst. 1 minute, it's sunny, and the next, you're drenched.
I got caught in one of those last year. I didn't have an umbrella, so I ended up using my bag as a shield.
I've been there. It's always the day you forget your umbrella that it pours.
It's like the weather knows and decides to play a prank on you.
Childhood weather memories.
Do you remember how excited we used to get for snow days when we were kids?
Oh, absolutely. Waking up to see everything covered in white was the best feeling.
And then rushing to the radio or TV to see if school was canceled.
Yes. And when it was, we'd spend the whole day building snowmen and having snowball fights.
Good times. Now, as an adult, snow just means shoveling in slippery roads.
Unfortunately, yes. But there's still something magical about that first snowfall, don't you think?
Weather predictions.
Speaking of snow, do you think we'll get a lot this winter?
I have no idea. The forecasts seem so unpredictable these days.
True. One year they said we'd have a mild winter, and then we got hit with 3 blizzards.
I remember that. I guess it's just part of living here.
Yep. You never know what you're going to get. It keeps things interesting, at least.
That's one way to look at it.
Global weather differences.
It's funny how different the weather is around the world. A friend of mine from Australia told me they have Christmas in summer.
That's so wild to think about. While we're bundled up in sweaters, they're at the beach.
Exactly. It's hard to imagine. I think I'd miss the cozy winter vibe, though.
Me too. There's something special about sitting by the fire with hot cocoa when it's freezing outside.
Agreed. But I wouldn't mind swapping places for a week, just to see what it's like.
Weather plans gone wrong.
Have you ever had your plans completely ruined by the weather?
Oh, so many times. I remember once I planned a picnic, and it started pouring 5 minutes after we set everything up.
Oh no. What did you do?
We ended up having the picnic in my car. It wasn't the same, but it was kind of funny in its own way.
At least you made the best of it. Sometimes those unplanned moments turn out to be the most memorable.
That's true. But now I always check the forecast before planning anything outdoors.
Weather wishes.
If you could control the weather for a day, what would you choose?
I think I'd go for a sunny day with a light breeze. Perfect for a long walk or a picnic.
That sounds amazing. I think I'd pick a soft, steady snowfall, just enough to make everything look magical.
Oh, that does sound nice. And maybe it could melt the next day so we don't have to deal with the mess.
Now you're thinking. Too bad we can't make that happen.
Now, let's take a moment to go over some idioms, expressions, or phrases you might have heard in the conversations. Understanding these will help you use them naturally in your daily life. Do a double take, meaning to look again in surprise or disbelief because something seems unusual. Example, when I saw the price of that jacket, I had to do a double take. Burned it off, in reference to fog, meaning when the sun clears away fog or mist. Example, the fog was thick in the morning, but the sun burned it off by noon. Curl up with a blanket, meaning to sit or lie comfortably, often in a cozy position. Example, on cold days, I like to curl up with a blanket and watch a movie. Sweating buckets, meaning to sweat a lot, usually due to heat or nervousness. Example, it was so hot outside that I was sweating buckets after just 5 minutes. Play a prank, meaning to trick someone as a joke. Example, it felt like the weather was playing a prank on me. Sunny one moment, pouring rain the next. The sun had already burned it off, meaning the process of fog or mist disappearing due to the sun. Example, the morning started foggy, but by 10 a.m. the sun had already burned it off. Let's now practice some additional idioms related to weather and seasons. Come rain or shine, meaning no matter what happens in any kind of weather. Example, he goes jogging every morning, come rain or shine. Steal someone's thunder, meaning to take attention or praise away from someone by doing something they were planning to do. Example, I was going to announce my promotion, but she stole my thunder by sharing hers first. Under the weather, meaning feeling sick or unwell. Example, I wasn't at the party because I was feeling under the weather. Break the ice, meaning to start a conversation in a social situation, especially when people don't know each other well. Example, the game at the meeting helped break the ice with new colleagues. It's raining cats and dogs, meaning it's raining very heavily. Example, don't forget your umbrella. It's raining cats and dogs out there. The calm before the storm, meaning a quiet or peaceful time before a difficult or busy period. Example, the office is quiet now, but this is just the calm before the storm of the holiday season. Soak up the sun, meaning to enjoy and relax in the sunshine. Example, we spent the afternoon at the park, soaking up the sun. Snowed under, meaning to be very busy or overwhelmed with work. Example, I can't join you for lunch. I'm completely snowed under with deadlines. A storm in a teacup, meaning a small problem that has been exaggerated. Example, the argument over the schedule was just a storm in a teacup. Try using these expressions in your conversations to sound more fluent and natural. Let's go back once again to the conversations. This time, listen and practice while paying attention to the tone, pronunciation, and flow of the dialogue. The surprise warm day.
I can't believe how warm it is today. It feels like spring instead of fall.
I know, right? When I checked the weather app this morning, I thought it was broken. It said 20 the C, and I had to do a double take.
Same here. I almost didn't believe it. I had my coat and scarf ready to go, but then I stepped outside and thought, nope.
It's one of those days where you just want to be outside all day. I mean, look at the sky. There isn't a single cloud.
Perfect weather for a walk. I'm glad we planned to meet up.
Me too. I was getting tired of sitting at home. Fresh air makes everything better.
Morning weather drama.
Honestly, this morning was such a roller coaster, though. When I woke up, it was super foggy.
Oh, I saw that too. It looked like a scene out of a mystery movie.
Exactly. I almost stayed in bed because I thought it was going to be a gloomy day.
But by the time you got out, the sun had already burned it off, right?
Yep. That's one thing I love about this time of year. The mornings might start out chilly or foggy, but by noon, it's like a whole different season.
True. Although it does make dressing for the day tricky. Layers are a lifesaver.
Weather and mood.
Do you ever feel like the weather affects your mood?
Absolutely. On sunny days like this, I feel so much more energetic. It's like the sunshine charges my batteries.
Same here. But on rainy days, all I want to do is curl up with a blanket and a good book.
Oh, for sure. Although sometimes I kind of enjoy the rain. It makes everything feel cozier.
That's true. I actually sleep better when I can hear the rain tapping on the windows. It's so soothing.
Me too. There's something about it that just puts me at ease.
Seasonal favorites.
If you had to pick a favorite season, what would it be?
That's a tough one. I think I'd say fall. I love the crisp air, the colorful leaves, and of course, pumpkin spice everything.
Fall is great, but for me, it's spring. Everything feels so fresh and new, and the flowers are gorgeous.
Spring is lovely too. It's like the world is waking up after a long nap.
Exactly. Plus, it's not too hot yet, so you can still enjoy being outdoors without sweating buckets.
Weather woes.
As much as I love talking about the weather, I could do without those sudden downpours we get in summer.
Oh, the ones that come out of nowhere? They're the worst. 1 minute, it's sunny, and the next, you're drenched.
I got caught in one of those last year. I didn't have an umbrella, so I ended up using my bag as a shield.
I've been there. It's always the day you forget your umbrella that it pours.
It's like the weather knows and decides to play a prank on you.
Childhood weather memories.
Do you remember how excited we used to get for snow days when we were kids?
Oh, absolutely. Waking up to see everything covered in white was the best feeling.
And then rushing to the radio or TV to see if school was canceled.
Yes. And when it was, we'd spend the whole day building snowmen and having snowball fights.
Good times. Now, as an adult, snow just means shoveling in slippery roads.
Unfortunately, yes. But there's still something magical about that first snowfall, don't you think?
Weather predictions.
Speaking of snow, do you think we'll get a lot this winter?
I have no idea. The forecasts seem so unpredictable these days.
True. One year they said we'd have a mild winter, and then we got hit with 3 blizzards.
I remember that. I guess it's just part of living here.
Yep. You never know what you're going to get. It keeps things interesting, at least.
That's one way to look at it.
Global weather differences.
It's funny how different the weather is around the world. A friend of mine from Australia told me they have Christmas in summer.
That's so wild to think about. While we're bundled up in sweaters, they're at the beach.
Exactly. It's hard to imagine. I think I'd miss the cozy winter vibe, though.
Me too. There's something special about sitting by the fire with hot cocoa when it's freezing outside.
Agreed. But I wouldn't mind swapping places for a week, just to see what it's like.
Weather plans gone wrong.
Have you ever had your plans completely ruined by the weather?
Oh, so many times. I remember once I planned a picnic, and it started pouring 5 minutes after we set everything up.
Oh no. What did you do?
We ended up having the picnic in my car. It wasn't the same, but it was kind of funny in its own way.
At least you made the best of it. Sometimes those unplanned moments turn out to be the most memorable.
That's true. But now I always check the forecast before planning anything outdoors.
Weather wishes.
If you could control the weather for a day, what would you choose?
I think I'd go for a sunny day with a light breeze. Perfect for a long walk or a picnic.
That sounds amazing. I think I'd pick a soft, steady snowfall, just enough to make everything look magical.
Oh, that does sound nice. And maybe it could melt the next day so we don't have to deal with the mess.
Now you're thinking. Too bad we can't make that happen.